Hey guys, my name is Christy and welcome to my house tour. So if you're new here, be sure to subscribe because I have way more house content coming. And to start, I'd like to give some facts about the house. So we started building it 2 years ago and we've been in here almost a year, going on next month. And so it's 4 bedrooms, formal dining room, office, and a drop zone. So So I'll walk you through first our office here. So this is my office. It's far from finished, and I think right now I'm just thinking more functionality and making it a little bit cozy with some ambient lighting. I love to read, so this corner here, I wanted it to be a place to be able to like have my Kindle here or these books and just relax. And also, like I said, functionality, having some storage. I repurposed a lot of the things that are in here, like the chair setup, the storage, and a lot of the things because I still haven't decided on what I'd like this space to look like long term, so I'm not gonna rush it. And one of the things that I like to have in here too is a walking pad because I do work from home, so being able to move while I'm working. And I do have a stand-up desk as well, so to have that flexibility to not be sedentary was really essential for me. So and lastly, I would like to add that the color here, I recently repainted that. It came off, when we bought it, it was white, and I wanted something a little bit more moody, so I repainted it to be this dark gray green color. And this door here, I really love it. This was an upgrade from the builder, so I like that I can close it and still be able to see everyone outside. So next we're gonna go into the half bath, which is located here. And not much has happened here either. I think the few things that I did was replace the mirror and some of the hardware like the towel hanger and this here. But long term, I do plan on replacing the vanity, the light source, and also doing something more fun with the walls. So I guess we can go into the dining room. This room has the most, we did a lot of makeover in here. It came very bare, plain walls. And so we added the paneling of this wall here and had the sconces added professionally. And the light source here also, the light fixture, we wanted to switch that out. I think my vibe is more mid-century, transitional, and a little bit of modern organic like that. And I wanted to bring this. And the table and chairs are all repurposed from our previous house. So, like I said, still having time to decide on what we'd like to have as furniture pieces long term without having the rush to buy something and then hate it in 6 months. And we have the gallery wall, and this gallery wall, I wanted to add that because this is such a big wall that I wasn't sure what to do with it, but I didn't want to leave it bare. And I think this was a great way to fill the space and add family pictures there. Oh, and to add, this looks super awkward there without the planter, and that's because, like I said, I'm still deciding on things, and I'm not gonna rush it until I figure out what I would like to have as a planter. So for now, it's missing a planter. So this here, the entryway, I am super proud. I love it so much. Oh my goodness, I think this is, I would say partially finished. There's still last minute things I would like to do. The mirror here, I purchased it from Zara, and the lamp from HomeGoods. This book holder from Kirkland, and this is also HomeGoods. These branches here are Amazon, and the table is Wayfair, and I just really love how it came out. I think it's, yeah, I love it. So we'll move on to the drop zone. So this here was actually a special treat to have that came with the builder, is to have this desk area. And I think it's really cool if you long-term having it for kids, or like right now my husband's using it to work. And I think it was a nice add-on to the house. And behind me you have this drop zone, and also really love that. This was an upgrade, of course, but I think it's very helpful to just throw your things, your jacket, your shoes, as your people are coming in and out of your house. So I really like this area. So now we move on to the kitchen, and I absolutely love the kitchen. Like they say, the kitchen is the heart of the home. I always wanted to have a big island to, when I'm hosting, to have people gather around the island. And this island measures to be 9.5 feet, so it's really massive. And there are a lot of cool features about this kitchen that I'd like to show. One of the things is we did upgrade to have, the whole kitchen was an upgrade pretty much. And I think that having the stove the way that it is was an upgrade. And I love having these drawers here that you can store your appliances or just kitchen items. I think extra storage is always nice. And another cool feature I love is that these cabinets down here, they're all pull-out drawers. So when you have things, you don't have to break your back to find things like that are stored all the way in the back, and you can just pull that out and boom. The next thing we upgraded to was the pull-out trash in here. This was so helpful to not have like a external trash can that you're outside of the kitchen. And lastly is, not lastly, but all the drawers are soft close. When you pull them, it just retracts slowly. And the sink, this was a definite must-have for us. And I think like it's very timeless farmhouse sink, and we wanted the specific material. I think they usually have it in metal material, and I think that one, they say that it scratches easily and it's not as durable compared to these. This is still high maintenance because it does scratch, but I think I really love this one. And we did switch out this faucet when we moved in, and also switched out the light sources here when we moved in. What else did we? I think also I really loved having the idea of having the double oven like this, which is the microwave on top and the oven at the bottom. So love that feature. We also switched out all of the cabinet hardwares once we moved in, and just wanted to really make this kitchen our own and not as builder grade. And other type of upgrades we added here was the light fixture, under cabinet lighting, and the backsplash. Those were all upgrades as well. So we're really happy with it because we wanted to be able to have the flexibility to just turn on a switch and these lights are on, versus like the Amazon ones, which we've had before and they're great, but long term we did want that feature to be just with the switch and the cabinets, the lighting is on. So yeah, and also really love this hood blending seamlessly with the cabinets. I really love that. So I think that would be it for the kitchen. And we can go here. Through the kitchen you can access the dining room, and this also was such a selling point for me because I always wanted to have a butler's pantry. And our butler's pantry right now, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. Eventually we are going to add cabinets and wine fridge and like really finish it, but for now this is how it is set up, and we just store our alcohol, my espresso machine, and things like that. So, but it is nice to be able to access the kitchen and dining room. And across from me we have the pantry, which I'm not going to show for now, but I think it is very functional and seamless how the layout is. So another cool feature here that we have added as well is the Wi-Fi connection. And so like when someone comes over, they can just tap on this here and it'll connect them to our Wi-Fi without adding in their or without having to provide them with our passwords. So, because I never remember the passwords. So I think it's just easier to just like tap and then there's a pop-up on their phones. They click on that and they're connected to the Wi-Fi. And also we switched out the thermostat to be more smart and can manage that with our smartphone. So off of the kitchen, we also have the breakfast nook. The breakfast nook we recently put that together. I waited so long for this dining table, but I'm so happy with it because I wanted something that was light and wasn't really an eyesore to the room because it is, I just wanted it to feel like very minimal and not take up a lot of like eye space, if that makes sense. So the color scheme, love that. The table's from Pottery Barn. It took 2 months from ordering it to delivery, and it was really worth it. And a feature that I like about the table is that it's retractable. So there is one sleeve that can go in the middle, and that sleeve can make it where it can sit 6 people instead of 4. So that was really great. And we have my daughter's chair here. This thing here is so amazing. If you're a parent or you know a parent, adding it at the bottom of her high chair allows it so like when she throws food on the floor or like things just fall off the floor as she's eating, I don't have to break my back picking up after her on the floor. I can just wipe this and I'm good to go. So now the other favorite part of the house that I truly love, and this was a lot of work to get it here, complete makeover. So when we first moved in, the house, this was a bare wall. There was nothing here, and I can try to insert some footage of that as we're walking through here. But so my husband completely DIY'd this fireplace to have a focal point in the room versus just having a bare wall. And this fireplace also kind of like sketched out a design of what we wanted it to feel like. And I think some of the must-haves for me was to have a mantle, especially for Christmas time, and some dimension by adding this kind of nook, I guess, like an indent. And also with the tiles, I wanted it to feel like it was a massive slab of marble that was on here, and the way that the tile was installed with the black grout really made it feel like just one massive slab. And on top we have the frame TV, completely worth it. Truly love the frame TV and how much it looks like art on an ongoing basis and having that stay on, so completely worth it. And we have these shelves on here in the side, and these shelves are actually from IKEA, and my husband installed that as well. And we added some sconces at the top to make it feel like more elevated. And we have this planter here with this tree. I think really bring that together. Our couch here is from our house, and I added these decorative pillows from Kirkland. And this coffee table is from Crate & Barrel. I wouldn't recommend. So it's not as durable as I would have expected for Crate & Barrel, but I think the color scheme though that I was going for was more lighter and mixed off the more like modern organic feel. So yeah, and this, how would you call that? This here, I was skipping my mind what it's called, but it's from Target, and I wanted the additional seating without blocking the view. And I think this really does such a great job at doing that because the windows, they go down so low, and this here is also like a good height to the bottom of the windows, and it still provides the functionality that I wanted, plus not tainting the view as well. So I think that's really it for the space. I think the curtains, I would like to say, are from Amazon. A lot of the decor pieces on here are a mixture of Target, Amazon, and I also had this really amazing find from HomeGoods and found this massive art piece here, and it was so affordable, and it's huge if you see comparison to me next to it. And I think it was like probably $100 or less than $200 for this. And I know a lot of people are doing the DIY version of these, but I don't like the results of my DIYs because I'm so nitpicky and like a perfectionist. So having it like already done for me and not having to get materials and all these things, I love it. So it balances the space really well and fills up this empty wall with that. And I think the color scheme, it goes so well with the shelves, the curtains, and things like that. So these are the main living area, and I'd like to add this mirror that I added here. I think this wall too, I felt like needed something. And this mirror, I had to put it up on the wall because my daughter kept moving it, and I didn't want it to fall on her. So I don't necessarily like the brackets being there and having it on the wall like this, but for safety purposes, it had to be. And I love the arch shape of that. So those are the main open concept aspect of like our house. I love that, and it feels very airy and without I think I don't like the typically open concepts can feel a little bit more cluttered and of things. I think the way that the integration of the decor and furniture pieces were, it made it feel minimal. And I'd also like to talk about these bar stools. This was also from our previous house, and it's not my favorite, but I'm still unsure of what I'd like to do and replace them with. So for now, we're sticking with these. Now we're gonna go outside, and we had a major renovation out there, completely transformed the place. I'll try to insert some before footage as I walk through it, but yeah, so here we go. The outdoor space before, it was just the roof patio. We had the posts and things like that, and some of the things that we knew we wanted was screening. Living in the South, you know, there's a lot of bugs, so we definitely wanted to be able to enjoy the space without like being eaten alive by bugs. So added the screening, and this here, truly love it. We wanted to have a TV out here. Primarily that was the goal. Created this to really house the TV, and we also thought like, well, it would be cool to also add a fireplace. This is more so for aesthetic. I mean, it's not so like where you're expecting it to provide so much heat on colder weather, because we do have this as well for like heat source. So I think having the TV indented so much within this structure, it really protects it from any, you know, massive rainstorms or like anything of the sorts. So that was really cool about it. We added a outlet in the back of the TV to kind of keep the cables out the way a little bit. I know there's some cables there right now, but yeah, and I think with this too, we also added outlet at the bottom and the back to power the fireplace. And this fireplace was very affordable on Amazon. So all of the things here, I'm gonna link them down below this video, so you can find everything that I'm talking here and showing throughout the house. And if there's anything that is not linked, just comment below and I'll just quickly provide that. So these, I wanted to also add some greenery out here as well. Found this planter at Walmart. This couch actually is from Best Choice Products, and I think I got it either from Target or Amazon. And the rug, it's outdoor rug, is from Walmart. So some of the throws on here in the blanket is from Target, and this I think is from HomeGoods. So just wanted to like add some knickknacks to make it feel cozy. And the fan, we also switched out, added a fan and a light for when it is warmer here. So yeah, the space is, truly love it. It's the fact that it's a DIY that my husband did makes it even more special. And we've really been able to maximize on being outside during the summer. So yeah, so thank you. That was really it. I don't have anything else to, I know there is upstairs area and I'm gonna do another video for that, but I mainly wanted to cover downstairs because there is so much that so many different areas I had to go through. So I'll do a part 2 for upstairs. And there's so many different projects that I have in the pipeline for this house, and we've only been here such a short time and we've got so much done, but there's so much that I want to take on, and I'd love to share all that process with you. So be sure to follow or hit subscribe, put your notifications on, and stay tuned for all future videos. So thank you so much for watching.